Hi everyone, welcome back to another live. Today I'm going to be sharing do's and don'ts for pregnancy fitness training. So say hi, let me know that you can see me, hear me, everything's good, and I'll get started right away. I want to keep this video short, so I'm just going to show you quick little demos of each exercise that I do recommend, and then we'll go over things that I don't recommend and that are not safe during pregnancy. Hi everyone, welcome. So just to give you a quick intro, my name is Jessica Guthrow. I'm a writer for Paleo Hacks. I'm currently 6 months pregnant with my second child. My first child is 2. She just turned 2 this summer, and she's napping right now, so I gotta be a little quiet. Hi from New Jersey. Hi, Jane. Okay, so give me a thumbs up if you have kids already or if you're pregnant currently, because this is information that you will need to know during your pregnancy, and you can pass this along if you've already had your kids and send it to someone else who is pregnant or who's planning to get pregnant to make sure that they know how to work out safely. It's very important. So let me go over the exercises that I do recommend for pregnancy. These ones are really safe for anybody who's pregnant. They are really gentle, and they're good for mama and baby. Hi. Okay. So I'm going to scoot back here a little bit and do our first one, which is the wide squats. So after I'm done showing you all these, I'm going to post a link that has photos and descriptions of all these exercises so you can save them for later. So don't worry about writing this down. It's all done for you. Okay, so for wide squats, you're going to stand up. And the reason you want to do wide is because you got your baby bump in the way, right? If I were to do narrow squats, my baby bump's going to hit my thighs. But if I do wide squats, I got space, some air and space for that belly bump to go through the thighs. So that's why you want to modify your squats to be wider than usual. So my legs are pretty darn wide. You don't have to go like super wide, but you can if you like that. But just about a little wider than shoulder width is good. So you can squat as deep as you want and without scrunching your baby. So wide squats are definitely the right squats to do during pregnancy. Let me know if any questions about that. I have my feet slightly pointed out, knees slightly pointed out, and the weight shifted back onto the heels. So you can do about 3 sets, 15 to 20 reps each, depending on your fitness level. If you did not work out prior to pregnancy, then you'd want to do less. But if you're used to working out, then you should be able to handle that. Cool, let me know if any questions, you guys. My next one is cat and cow. So for this one, you're going to get into all fours, kneeling position like this, and you want to extend your right hand at the same time as your left leg. So opposites like this. That way you can balance. If you try to do same side, it's a lot more wobbly. So do opposite sides, right and left, and then left and right. And this is one of the best core exercises you can do during pregnancy because it doesn't put stress on your abdominals. It works your core mostly in the back and the sides. So it's the best pregnancy core exercise. Did you see what I was doing there? It's called bird dogs. So next we have cat cows. And this one is great if you're having any pregnancy related lower back pain. This can help relieve tension that tends to get stored right at the base of your spine, which most pregnant women can relate to. So for cat cow, you get in all fours and you do the cow first, which is where you tilt your pelvis up like that, stick your booty up in the air, lift your chin, take a deep breath, and then on the exhale, you're gonna round it. So you're gonna push your palms down into the ground, tuck your pelvis under, and feel that rounding of your spine. And reverse, do the cow again, and then the cat. So it's important that you breathe during that one. You want to make sure that you're inhaling each time you do that cow, that swooped back, and exhaling each time you do the cat, like an angry cat's back would look. So that will help you get the most out of that spinal movement, and it's really a good one for baby. They say that helps get them into the right position for delivery. So I do a lot of those when I'm close to my due date. Okay, so moving on, we're gonna do the single leg reach. Now this is one of the best leg, butt, and hamstring exercises you can do while pregnant, and you're not gonna use any additional weight, just your body weight and it's already hard enough. So go ahead and stand with your feet together, and you're gonna reach your fingertips out in front of you like you're gonna go pick up a pencil off the ground. Take one leg and float it behind you, and then slowly hinge here at the hip while you're lifting your back leg up, and go down and touch your toes like that, and then slowly control your way back up. You don't have to go all the way down. You don't have to touch your toes. Just get as close as you can. If your hamstrings are really tight, it might look something more like this, like you just stop right here. That's fine. Try to get yourself at least like parallel to the ground, but if you can go further, go for it. And then of course control your way up. If you find that you're having trouble balancing, just go ahead and put one hand on the wall, and you can guide yourself and help yourself balance while you're doing these. But of course, one of the key benefits of this exercise is helping you learn to balance and helping develop those muscles needed for balance. So try to do it without the wall first, and only use it if you need it. Side lunges are next, and this is the last one I'm going to show you before I get into what not to do. Side lunges, you're going to start with your legs together, step over to one side, and keep that standing leg really straight, and bend the other one to about 90 degrees. Really stick your hips back here. You don't want to go forward and crunch that front knee. You want to stick your hips back and really feel that inner thigh stretch there. So you get a question coming in. Oh, take you off the Facebook listing. That's fine. You can just unlike the page and then you won't see these anymore. Okay, so side lunges on the other side would look like this. Yep, and then you can either do the same side and repeat, or you can alternate sides by going right and left like that. So these are a great exercise to do while you're pregnant, because as you can see, lots of space for the belly to go between the legs there. So any leg exercises you choose to do, just make sure that you have that space. Okay, so that's it for the exercises that I most highly recommend that you do include during pregnancy. As for the things not to do, I wonder if you guys can guess these. Let me know if you have any guesses or things that you would avoid if you're pregnant. The first one on my list is high intensity interval training. And the reason I don't do this during pregnancy is because it's a little bit risky. So anytime you're doing HIIT training, you're usually including lots of jumps, lots of speed work, things where there is a slight risk that you could trip and fall, or that your heart rate would just get so high that you'd become nauseous or dizzy or something like that. So keep in mind when you're pregnant that your blood volume is increased. So things that normally wouldn't get you out of breath or winded are gonna get you more winded than they used to. So what used to feel like high intensity for you before pregnancy is gonna feel like twice as hard and twice as intense when you're pregnant. So avoid the high intensity training and opt for low intensity type cardios instead. I like a lot of long walks, and even like walking on an incline is really great, but just make sure that you're in control the whole time. You can always stop if you need to, if you feel nauseous or dizzy, and there's no risk of you falling. Okay, so the next one is do not do sprinting of any form. And this is sort of the same, but sprinting means going as fast as you can. So never try to like rush through any of your workouts, like doing as fast or as heavy as you can. Or if you're on the treadmill, don't do any like maximum speed intervals. So keep it low and just in control always. Cool? So the third one, don't do heavy lifts. So if you're used to working out, you're probably used to pushing yourself and opting for the heaviest weight you can handle. Pregnancy is not the time to do that. What I usually recommend is using about 50% of what you would have used when you were not pregnant. So if you used to do squats with 100 pounds, just choose 50 pounds during your pregnancy. So take everything back a notch, because this is not the time to be hitting your personal records. And anytime you're straining, it's putting your baby into distress. So no straining, keep everything light, reasonable. That doesn't mean that you have to give up strength training. It just means to take it back a notch. Good, okay, so there's two more. I have belly down positions as the next one. So this is pretty obvious, but anytime you're belly down, you're pressing on the baby because that's their home is in the front of your body there. So you don't want to be smushing the baby, especially when you're exercising and say you have weights in your hands or something. It's just too much pressure for the baby. So avoid any positions that have you in that prone belly down position. You want to do everything either seated or standing or on an incline bench or laying at an angle. So no belly down. So for things like hamstring curls, you can find other ways to do them. Do standing hamstring curls or do those single leg toe touches like I showed you. So the last one is to avoid a completely sedentary lifestyle. Of course, with all these don't do things, you might just think, okay, well, I'm just not going to work out at all during pregnancy. But to be honest, sedentary lifestyle is not great for pregnancy either. Your best bet during pregnancy is to keep active, to keep moving, and keep up with your fit lifestyle that you had before you were pregnant. It's the best thing for you and for baby. It'll keep your body in shape. It'll make your recovery a lot easier. And it's just healthier for you, and it will keep you more mentally sane too. So if you have a really fit, healthy, active lifestyle before pregnancy, just continue what you've been doing at a slightly lower intensity. If you weren't working out before pregnancy, then just stay active by walking and staying on your feet and moving a lot. But just whatever you do, don't be completely sedentary. Of course, if your doctor puts you on bed rest, listen to your doctor. Do you guys have any questions about pregnancy training or about any of the tips I mentioned here? Let me know. I'll stay for another few seconds to let any questions roll in. But like I said, I'm going to post this article, the full article with the pictures, descriptions of everything in the comments thread as soon as I sign off here, so you can save it and remember all these things and share it with a friend. Okay, I don't see any questions, so I guess I covered everything. That's good. Thank you so much for being here, and check back in a few moments to get that link. Okay, I'll see you guys next time.